everyone, it is Doodle Man of Skull Crushers. I am your host today, bringing you my first look at the Battlefield 1 CTE for consoles. I was pretty excited to actually get into this because I knew the seats were very limited, but I just checked back every day and I was eventually able to get a spot. I don't know if there's still spots, but if you're interested, just go to Battlefield 1, go all the way over to extras all the way at the end, and you'll see Battlefield 1 CTE. You're going to have to download it. It's pretty much a whole other game. It's 52 gigs, I think. So you're going to have to wait for that to download, and when you start it up, it's not really connected to Battlefield 1 at all. Your stats don't carry over. None of that. The only thing, all the weapons are unlocked, so you get to use whatever you want. When you start it up, you'll see the UI is different. It only has multiplayer. It's got a little bit of CTE notes and patch notes they're working on, but that's all from when this started, so it's going to be pretty out of date for the console players, but nothing to really worry about. You'll just see some stuff that they had and got rid of, but the biggest thing here is the multiplayer. Right now we only get one map, so it's just a quick match and you'll see what you get into. The map we have now is Lupkow Pass. Starting off, the biggest thing they added, for the console players anyway, was the cavalry boosts. You still just ride around, you can one-shot infy, but the best thing right here is the cavalry lance. As you're gonna see, it's got a really cool charge feature now. That makes cavalry really worth it. The only downside to the CT for consoles is that we only get the vanilla weapons, and the French weapons at that. We don't get any of the fancy Russian weapons, so you're just gonna have to use what you had before. The only difference is we get new melee weapons. I think you get the hunting knife, the Russian axe, some of the other DLC weapons I'm sure you've seen on other YouTube videos. Those are all they really added. We don't have the perks yet, and you're gonna have to reset all your classes when you start, so don't be me and don't spawn into something that you're just completely unprepared for. Such as assault, running dynamite. I do not run dynamite. That being said, this is not a terribly... Okay, it can be an assault-friendly map. It is not an automatico-friendly map. Unless you're here in the fort, or in some really close quarters areas, this map is not for this gun. I just like running this gun, so I decided to go with it. Why not? My try-hard kit, minus my AT mines, to actually take on the map. The map is mostly canyons, hills, and really long ravines. This is not exactly ideal for the Automatico's close range, so I mean you can make it work in these buildings up here, but for the most part the range isn't great for this map. Much better running something like the MP18 or the Hellregal. Shotguns, I don't think I got killed by a shotgun the entire first match, so I don't think you really have to worry about those, or using those for that matter. The map is far more geared towards support, medic, and definitely scout, because you're going to see a lot of scout. The canyons and high hills make scout the ideal class for this map, seeing as it's primarily infantry. You don't really have to worry about any armor, which also makes the assault class, for me, less of a viable option. The only vehicles on this map are planes, and there's only AA guns at each side's spawn, so there's not really a lot to fight them with, minus the scout class, or support at this point. The planes, they can pretty much dominate the map if you got a good pilot. The only thing I found out, which you'll see later, they don't have any aesthetic trees like they do on Ballroom Blitz that you can just fly through when you're repairing. Every tree on here will kill you if you run into it. So don't be me, don't fly too low, because yeah, you're gonna die. If you're gonna run something, I would definitely suggest running something with some sort of optic. It doesn't have to be a full-on scope, but like I like the Silp Slater optical and the Lewis suppressive, because they got little short-range optics on them you can definitely use to get that range you need. Not a, like I've mentioned before, not a CQB map really at all. There's some trenches, but it's mostly fighting up and downhill. It's like if Monte Grappa's hills were the entire map and it was snowy. That's pretty much this. The other thing I really noticed was the balancing of the behemoth spawn. Every other time I'd see a team losing and they get the behemoth, they're like 100, 200, no, not even tickets. They're like maybe a whole minute away from losing the match, and the behemoth does nothing.
We have taken objective.
You're gonna find later, we're like maybe 100 tickets ahead, and the enemy team gets the behemoth. They timed it so much better to where the behemoth can actually help the losing team do something. One of the small bugs I noticed was right there with the cavalry. For whatever reason, the horse was available. It wasn't letting me spawn on it. I didn't see anybody else take it either, so I imagine they all had the same issue. There's a few elite classes on here, but I think, at least from the 2 matches I've played, this being one of them, it's only the Flame Trooper and the MG08 Sentry. I didn't see the Villar Perosa, didn't see the Tank Hunter, and there was no new hint of a new elite class. So it's pretty much, this is pretty much a vanilla game with French weapons, but on a new map. I didn't get a chance to really try out any of the new Russian vehicles, seeing as the armored truck isn't on here because there's no land vehicles. And they didn't add the Russian bomber yet. It's all base and French gameplay, like I said before, just on a new map. The melee weapons, they got the Ararebo, which I thought was pretty cool. I mean, it's not going to replace my Spike Club because I just like how that looks so much better. But it's a new club variant, and being a club guy, it's kind of exciting instead of just new knives, new heavy weapons. But the cavalry is definitely the shining addition to this DLC so far for us console players. If you want to see more of what this DLC has to offer in the CTE, you should definitely watch Level Cap or Flak Fire, people who play on PC, because they got a lot more. They got the Fedorov, they got the Russian LMG, the SMG, they just got everything. So you should probably check them out if you want more in-depth on the weapons, but this is just what the console players get at the moment.
We have lost objective button.
Спасибо тебе. Вот патроны. Это тебе. Боеприпасы. Это тебе. Вот патроны. Держи.
Well, I'm sure I've talked your ear off plenty this video, so I'm just gonna leave you with a few more minutes of this map. Hope you enjoy the aesthetic. I tried to get everywhere I could so you guys could see everything. I think you're gonna get to see the armored train, but you get to see the verticality of the map. It's actually a really good looking map. Didn't get any of the weather environments I'd heard talked about, like blizzards and stuff, but it's still a really good, cool looking map. It's nice they added the women snipers for the Russians. Other than that, just enjoy the video.
Вот патроны. Держи. Держи патроны. Вражеский кавалерист! Он спешился!
Да сейчас поправим, сынок!
Вперед! А
We
ну,
have taken objective butter.
стой! Бегу! Голову!
We have lost objective George. We have lost objective Duff.
На, пошел! Прыгай! Давай, давай!
We have taken objective Duff. We have taken objective Edward. We have lost objective Duff.
Патроны, налетай!
We have lost objective. We have lost objective Edward.
Вот патроны, это тебе!
We have taken objective Charlie.
Есть приказы, сержант! Давай к навстречу! Ладно.
We have taken objective George. We have lost objective Butter.
Вот патроны тебе! Да, патроны! Держи! Вот тебе патроны!
Спасибо, солдат.
Вот патроны! Держи!
We have taken objective apples.
Вот им граната! Боеприпасы, это тебе! Вот патроны тебе! Патроны! Налетай!
We have lost objective Charlie.
Цели захвачены врагом, нужно их освободить!
Вот патроны! Это тебе!
Halfway there, we have the upper hand.
Боеприпасы! Бери! Держи патроны!
We have lost objective apples. We have taken
Вот патроны! Держи! Спасибо большое. Вот патроны! Это тебе! Боеприпасы! Это тебе!
We have lost objective Charlie.
Хватай патроны!
Как дела?
We have taken objective butter.
На патроны!
Вот патроны! Держи! Держи патроны!
Спасибо!
An enemy armored train is en route.
Вот патроны! Это тебе!
An enemy armored train has arrived.
Держи! Вот тебе патроны!
We have lost objective Freddy.
Вражеские войска захватили нашу позицию!
Хорошая лошадь!
Боеприпасы! Это тебе! Вот патроны! Держи!
We have taken objective butter.
Друзья, цель наша! Все хорошо потрудились!
Знамо дело! Хватай патроны! Вот патроны, это тебе! Боеприпасы, бери! Патроны, налетай!
Благодарю.
Вот патроны тебе! Боеприпасы, это тебе! Вот патроны, это тебе!
Спасибо.
Вот патроны! Держи!
We have taken objective Charlie.
Вот патроны! Это тебе! Патроны! Налетай! Хватай патроны!
Спасибо тебе большое.
Боеприпасы! Бери!
Спасибо, друг.
We have lost objective Freddy.
Потеряли землю.
We have lost objective Butter. We have lost objective Apples. We have taken objective Edward.
Это тебе аптечка! Аптечка! Используй с толком! Аптечка! Пригодится! Аптечка! Тебя подлечить? Вот, лови!
Taken
Аптечка!
objective Freddy.
Вот тебе аптечка!
Дайте аптечку!
Аптечка, лови!
Благодарю.
Держи аптечку! Аптечка!
We are losing objective Freddy.
Я тебя заштопаю!
We have taken objective Butter.
Вижу вражеского разведчика!
have lost objective Charlie.
Заблокировали двух штурмовиков! Аптечка, подлечись!
Благодарю.
Аптечка пригодится!
С ума сходят!
Это тебе аптечка?
We are winning.
Аптечка!
Спасибо.
Берегись! Там штурмовик! Аптечка!
For those of you that decided to stay to the end, I thank you for watching my whole video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you get the chance, definitely get the CTE. Give you plenty of new maps, new looks. Once again, this is Doodleman, Skull Crushers. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, feel free to subscribe at the bottom, leave a like, leave a comment. Either way, talk to you later.